Hi, teachers, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been wondering which online teaching platform actually pays the most, you are in the right place. Today, I am going to be sharing the top 10 highest paying online teaching platforms in 2025 so you can find the best fit for your skills and maximize your earnings. Now, keep in mind, higher pay often comes with higher expectations, right? So, I'll also be sharing the types of students you'll meet and what kind of qualifications you'll need. And we're also going to look at which countries can apply for these specific platforms. So, let's dive in. So, the first one we're going to look at is VIP Global. So VIP Kid is still one of the biggest names in the industry. They mainly focus on children's English lessons, and teachers earn anything from $15 to $22 per hour. Okay, so to be eligible to apply for this, VIP mainly hires teachers from the US and from Canada, and they usually expect a bachelor's degree plus a TESOL or a TEFL certificate. Non-natives may find it really hard to get in, but the demand for North American accent is really strong. But if you're not from the US and you're not from Canada, then don't even bother applying because they aren't really going to look at your application. Okay, so number two that we're going to look at is Preply. Preply is a marketplace where you can set up your own hourly rate. Many teachers start from around $15 an hour, but top rated tutors can charge anything from $30 to $50 per hour. It depending on your experience. I would say coming in around at about $15 an hour, between $12 to $15 an hour is quite good because you don't want to really come in under that because it would be really difficult to raise your prices afterwards. You're going to get students that are set at the price that you come in at, and they're not going to want to raise their prices afterwards. So, really consider what you're going to set your price at if you are considering applying to Preply. Okay, so to be eligible to apply to Preply, it is open worldwide. Teachers from any country can apply as long as you can communicate really clearly in English. You don't need a degree, though it definitely helps to have a degree. It pushes you up a little bit. Okay, so number three is Italki. And Italki is another giant in the teaching space. Teachers usually earn anything from $20 to $40 per hour, and some niche teachers can make even more than that. To be eligible to apply to italki, you can actually apply from anywhere. There's no specific country that they prefer. You can apply as a professional teacher, which requires a degree or a certification, or you can apply as a community tutor, which means that you don't need a degree. This flexibility makes italki one of the most accessible teaching platforms to actually teach on. So it's worth checking them out. Okay, number four is Cambly. And Cambly is one of the most flexible options out there. Cambly pays $10.20 per hour for adults and slightly higher for Cambly kids. I think it's 12. They pay $12 per hour for Cambly kids. To be eligible to apply, you can apply from anywhere in the world. So it's open to teachers worldwide. You don't need a degree, a certificate, or even any teaching experience. The only requirement is being fluent in English and having a clear accent. So it's worth a shot at applying to Cambly. Okay, the next one we're going to look at is Skimatalk. Skimatalk offers 25 minutes lessons, and teachers can earn anything from $16 to $25 per session. To be eligible, you have to be a native English speaker, either from the US, from Canada, from the UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. They don't require a degree, but they do look for professional, clear speaking teachers. So bear that in mind, and also just bear the location in mind that if you are not from the US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, or New Zealand, then the applications aren't really open for you. Okay, so number 6 that we're going to look at is Lingoda. Lingoda is a subscription-based language school with teachers earning $14 to about $18 an hour. To be eligible to apply to Lingoda, you can apply from anywhere in the world, but you must be at a native level English speaker. They often prefer teachers from Europe and North America because of the time zones. A TEFL certificate or teaching experience is a big plus in this. So if you've had previous teaching experience and you have a TEFL certificate, this is definitely going to help you in getting hired with Lingoda. Okay, so the next one we're going to look at is Verbling. Verbling allows teachers to set their own rates, usually between $20 to $40 an hour. Verbling is open worldwide, but they are selective. They prefer teachers with a bachelor's degree and prior teaching experience, regardless of whatever country that you do come from. So if you do have the bachelor degree and you have past teaching experience, then definitely apply to Verbling. They're apparently a really great company to work for. Amazing Talker is the next one we're going to look at. That's coming in at number 8. Amazing Talker is growing quickly, especially in Asia, with teachers earning anything from $25 to $50 per hour. With Amazing Talker, again, you're setting your own hourly pay rate. So you also do want to come in at the correct pay rate to be able to grow on this platform. Amazing Talker accepts teachers from any country. You just have to prove that you are fluent and that you are professional. A certificate is not required, but it definitely helps to boost your profile because you can load it onto your profile. And when people come and look at your profile, because they do check your profile out, it just helps to have that certificate loaded there. Okay, so number 9 is English First, which another name for it is EF Online. English First is an established global education company, and they pay anything from $12 to $20 per hour. To be eligible to apply to EF, they mostly hire teachers from the US and from the UK. They require a bachelor's degree and a TEFL certificate. So you need to have both of those things to apply to EF. Teachers outside of these countries usually cannot apply. You can try and apply, but they don't usually look at your application. Okay, number 10 is Outschool. Outschool is really unique because you can teach anything, and ESL teachers often earn anything from $30 to $70 per class. Outschool is only open to teachers who are based in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, or New Zealand. And you don't need a degree with this, but you must pass a background check with them. So there you have it. The top 10 highest paying online teaching platforms in 2025, plus the countries that can apply. If you are outside the US or you're outside the UK, don't worry. Platforms like Preply, Italki, Cambly, Verbling, and Amazing Talker are open worldwide, so you can definitely apply to any one of those or apply to all of them and see what happens. And remember, the highest income usually comes from building a loyal student base, and this takes time. But the main thing is to start applying to these different places to see where you can get in. No matter which platform you choose, you have to build this loyal student base. So tell me in the comments where you're from, what country are you from, and which of these platforms are you thinking of trying and applying to. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more online teaching tips. I will see you in the next video. Good night.